Caterham is a brand primarily associated with its ultra-light 7 Roadsters, which for over 60 years have remained faithful to the classic philosophy of minimalism and low weight. Therefore, the presentation of the Project Voith electric coupe came as a surprise to many. Since its first unveiling 2.5 years ago, the concept hasn't disappeared from the radar. On the contrary, work on it hasn't even paused for a moment. The car is being developed not as a curiosity, but as the company's first production electric model and a tool for expansion into markets where Caterham has not yet operated. For a brand focused on sports cars, it's a significant and risky step forward. For a long time, Project Vive operated as a futuristic vision, presented only at industry events. The concept debuted at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in 2023, then appeared in the United States at the CES trade show in Las Vegas, where Caterham clearly signaled its intention to enter the American market. A few days later, the first functional prototype was unveiled in Japan at the Tokyo Auto Salon. The vehicle was built by Tokyo R&D, a Japanese partner with whom Caterham is developing key elements of the project. The prototypes will be used to test the drivetrain, battery, and chassis structure before real road testing begins. The technical architecture of the Project Vive remains true to the brand's spirit. A key role is played by the lightweight space frame, which Caterham mastered with the 7. The vehicle utilizes centrally located batteries with a total capacity of over 50 kilowatt-hours and a front electric motor developed by Yamaha. The battery, supplied by Jing Mobility, is located under the front seats and the 2 rear seats, creating a 2+2 configuration. The drive unit spins up to 15,000 RPM, offering, depending on configuration, between 200 kilowatts and up to 450 kilowatt of power, or a maximum of 610 HP, potentially the highest in the brand's history. Anthony Giannarelli, a designer known for his love of classic sports coupe proportions, is responsible for the styling of Project V. Compared to the original concept, the prototype underwent a number of changes for road approval, including modified lighting and the addition of interior controls. The cabin features a redesigned dashboard and a streamlined driver interface, while maintaining the brand's signature minimalist aesthetic. Importantly, the project is being developed by a spin-off company, Caterham Evo, which is not associated with 7 model production. The goal of Project Vive isn't to replace traditional Caterhams, but to expand the brand's offering into entirely new segments and markets. Key markets will be the United States and Japan, where interest in lightweight electric sports models is growing, particularly in the context of emission restrictions and changing customer preferences. Series production could begin next year at the earliest, and its success could potentially lead to Caterham's largest ever expansion outside of Europe. Project V, then, is not just a car, but also a symbol of the transformation of one of the last purest sports brands.